Mwah. Hi, Leathur Rokk here. Welcome to my channel. I guess you saw Tabby Boy. I want you to take a good look at the eyeshadow that I'm showing you, and I'm going to show you how I did it. And it's another hot, steamy summer night, and don't you know, I can't find my hair tie. See, always something to forget. But I'm going to show you how to do this, and let's see what I'm going to use creatively to tie my hair up now. Okay. My goodness. You know, I'm really going to need that shower now. I got cat hair all over me. Nothing like cat hair on a sweaty body, I'm telling you. And I turned off both of the fans. So the only fan that you should be able to hear right now is a fan from the computer itself. One of my fans is making a funny clicking sound, and I was afraid that was going to bleed off onto the recording, and we don't want that. Okay, I have my trusty coconut oil here, and I want to show you, this is the palette that we're going to be working with, the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. One final look at all my colors. Okay, I know I had tissue here somewhere. Tabby Boy, don't be clawing at that door thinking I'm going to open it, because that's not going to happen right now. I neglected to close my windows. I hope the people don't act up and get all screamy and stuff, because I'm really not in the mood to start yelling at people. And the time that I'm filming this right now, it's 3:44 in the morning. So, and this is a Saturday night that I'm filming this, and of course 3:44 a.m. on a Saturday night in my neighborhood tends to be really noisy, with lots of people that are coming back from drinking and whatever. I did not go clubbing tonight. I watered my garden very, very late, and then I just had enough time to make it to the boardwalk to watch the weekly fireworks that the Tropicana does. And I don't go there so much to check out the fireworks. I mean, I do, but I'm there more for the chance to see and be seen. And I did something that I really don't do. When I went out today, both for the garden and to go check out the fireworks, I actually went bare-legged in a pair of Daisy Dukes, you know, real short shorts. They're a pair of denim shorts that, matter of fact, I'll show them to you. These are what I wore out today with a crop top. I mean, basically very normal clothes, but there was a nice ocean breeze out, and having bare legs, something I do very, 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 very rarely, because I really kind of don't care for the bare-legged look, but when you got an ocean breeze, it can be quite refreshing, and since it was after dark, I didn't have to worry about getting sun on me. Alrighty. Now, this is the foundation that I wore today. Sassy and Chic brand BB cream. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some of that back on my eyelid area and just a little bit under the eyes. But because this color, I know this doesn't look at when it's heavy, it doesn't look like it's a little too dark for me, but it is. But this goes on more opaque than a lot of BB creams do, and this only set me back $1. I got it at my local Dollar Tree, and One thing though, after a couple of months, these will often oxidize. And by oxidizing, what I mean is the color will change and they tend to get darker and a little bit on the orangish side. So when I open up a fresh one, I like to use it up. Alrighty. Now I'm thinking I had something else set out here. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to put on top of that the E.L.F. Complete Coverage Concealer because it has a color that's a little bit lighter. And I'm going to put it not only, especially up on the brow bone, because I don't know if you could tell this, but the eyeshadows seem to stain the skin just a little bit, which for eyeshadow it certainly doesn't bother me, but it's just something that I noticed. I also noticed something interesting on the fine print on the back of this eyeshadow thing. Now tell me this makes sense to you. It says, for external use only. Okay, that's normal. Avoid direct contact with eyes and keep out of reach of children. Now, for colors that are supposed to be used specifically on the eye area, oh yeah, another part of the fine print says, not intended for use around immediate eye area. This is an eyeshadow palette. Of course you're going to have it on the immediate use of your around the eye area. But that's actually what it says. And I don't think I've ever seen that on the back of an eyeshadow palette before. Maybe the legal department, they're just trying to cover their butts or something. I don't know. But, alrighty. Now, this is kind of, this color pattern I got is kind of like the warm half of the rainbow. And these are not necessarily the best performing colors on this palette. Be advised, these take a while to come on because they go on kind of sheer. So I'm getting good coverage on my brush. And these are the brushes that are kind of hard to clean. I notice when I'm using, I apply them directly to a wet bar of soap. They need a couple of washings to get the color out of them for some reason. So these are not my favorite brushes. Okay, I'm just going to go in the inner corner. Obviously I want this to match this eye here. But up toward, and these first colors actually do touch the brow bone. I didn't bother with any kind of transition shade or anything. I'm trying for as much of an opaque look as I can get, considering that the lightest colors go on sheer. That's the one thing I wish I could change about this palette. And I'm not going to dig into it too hard, and I'm not going to apply any water to get it brighter, because I did it once, but I don't think these are the kind of shadows that you're supposed to get wet. Okay, the second color I'm going to use is the brightest orange in the palette. It totally looks like the color International Orange, which is the same color that's on safety cones and the vest looking around our roads and stuff. Okay, I'm taking the brush, and this is a C brush. I believe this is from E.L.F, E.L.F. And I'm going kind of on the diagonal. And I am kind of touching the eyebrow. Okay. The next color is the red on here. And all of these colors are mattes. So this is not going to be a color that's going to give you any shimmer or shine. And I'm again going on the diagonal. I may have to go over a couple of times so that it doesn't look pink. And I'm probably going to have to go over the orange again also. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go over the orange again right now because I really want it to show up. And I'm not doing any blending with this. I really want the colors to be apparent. I almost wasn't going to do an eyeliner with this, but because it's too easy for an eyeliner to overpower eyeshadow sometimes, especially if you prefer kind of a heavy eyeliner application, which I typically do. This is the purple shade, which is the one up on top here. And I see, I wish I'd closed the window. I hear people being loud out there. And they don't seem to think that there's anything inappropriate about being loud at almost 4 in the morning. And these people have no class to realize that there are people that actually live in these upper floors. And people are so inconsiderate. And I really want to yell at them, but that's just going to interrupt this video. So now I'm trying to get both sides to be matching. And that's the one challenge with working in this particular format, which I don't know if any other beauty YouTubers do it like that. I don't compare myself to other people. I use techniques that are convenient for me and are most aesthetic according to my purposes, and also don't leave me with that vulnerable, completely unmade up look, which that is the hardest thing probably about doing makeup on YouTube, I think, especially if you're a person who really does not care for the no makeup look and does not care for how she looks without makeup, which I'm sure that that's probably got to be true for most people who love to wear makeup. If you don't love to wear it, there's really not much point going through all this. You know, I hope that you don't hear that rap music that's being played in the background. Sometimes we have people that will be on cars that are waiting in traffic, and they will have the loudest sound systems, like nightclub quality loud sound systems. It makes you wonder how they even have eardrums. Okay, I'm trying for these eyes to look like they're matching, and I'm not planning on forgetting any steps this time. That's the one challenge to doing makeup on YouTube and having an elaborate look and doing both eyes at first and then taking one eye off and then recreating it and making sure that you don't screw up forgetting any steps. Now, my eyeliner is not black. This is the E.L.F gel pot eyeliner, and it's actually a plum color. It's called Poppin Party, which is kind of an odd name, but I showed this label to my roommate the other day, and she agreed that that is in fact what it said, because she wears glasses, and it's best to trust somebody that's got actual vision correction that can actually see. Ooh, I see that when I did the application to color here, you see I got a little bit of smudge underneath, so I'm going to wipe that off, and I am going to go back with the complete coverage concealer, and I'm going to put a little bit underneath there. Alright, now onto this gel eyeliner pot, and even though I usually do the top first, I'm going to do the bottom first. And then I'm going to do the top. Okay, does that look like it matches? Alrighty, now for the mascara, unlike the last mascara I used, today I'm using my absolute current favorite mascara. It's by BH Cosmetics. It's called their Fierce Volume Extreme. I love this mascara because the brush seems to really build something out of my absolutely transparent see-through natural redhead, which means blonde and practically non-existent lashes. Look at this brush. I know I've shown this to you before. I really rave over this. When I rave over a product and I tell you that it works for me, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. This doesn't need 10 coats to actually show up. I don't need lash extensions for this look. I don't need false lashes for this look. I mean, false eyelashes would probably look better, but my makeup tends to be so unnatural looking, so artificial looking, that I think if I were to apply false eyelashes, it would just be ridiculous. So I don't bother with them. Okay, what do you think? Now, I didn't drop and misplace my contour color this time. I'm wearing my stock contour color. It's by CoverGirl's, the Professional Eye Enhancers in Jammin Improvisation. And I just do a slash here and here, only very, very, very slight blending. I also did a blush today. I used the pink blush from the BH Cosmetics Wild Alluring palette. This is really not my favorite eyeshadow palette because so many of the colors are all shimmers, which is cool, but most of them are really kind of neutral or muted except for the greenish teal. And it has two blushers. The one blusher can be used by warm toned skin people as a bronzer, but because it's warm, it's really not an adequate bronzer for somebody who's light and cool toned skin like mine. But the pink, I used this brush and I went like this and I went like this. Now, for my highlighter, I used the palette that I have been working on and loving ever since I got it, B&H Cosmetics Blacklight Highlight. And today I used the middle pink color that has a name. It's called On Point. And I swirled it around. I did the line here and the line here, some here, some over my Cupid's bow. Did the line just from here to the middle of my nose, a little bit here and a little bit here. I would touch it to my skin again, but as you can see, I'm absolutely dripping with sweat. And any minute now, sweat is going to drip onto my laptop. It's going to get in my nose. It's going to get in my mouth, because that's what it's like to not have air conditioning. Okay, I hope I didn't forget anything. I'm going to take my hair down so that you can get the real look. And now, of course, my hair is going to be sticking on my back and I'm going to be all sweaty. I cannot wait to get in my shower. Okay, if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you like me and my content, I would love to have you subscribe and hit the bell, and then you'll know when I make my next upload. I upload 3 new videos every week for you. Oh, and before I close my video today, I want to give you a close-up of my jewelry. I especially want to wear this today because this was given to me by a friend of mine in Hollywood who went by the name of Mask Skull. And I just found out today on Facebook, one of my roommates told me that they found out that he died in 2008. So, hello Mask Skull, wherever you are, thank you for being a friend, all that stuff. This necklace here is rose quartz. It's reversible. One side shows a rose, another shows like a sand dollar thing. And these earrings have both green and teal in them. And I know I showed these in a video of a jewelry haul that I did. Okay, oh yeah, this is the color that I used on my eyebrows. It's a Wet n Wild lipstick called Vamp It Up. I used this and a skinny little eyeliner brush, and that's what I did to color in my eyebrows. Alright, that was the complete makeup that I used to achieve this look. And I will see you later. Bye.